connection to the Alabama Crimson Tide. This morning, I'm thrilled to be joined by Jim Seibel, who is here to talk about his pigskin past and a new book. Good morning, Jim. Thank you for joining us.
How are you?
Well, thank you. So we'll jump right in. Tell us, why did you write it? It has a unique title, Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 46 years.
Well, I was a football coach for 46 years, but in addition to that, I coached at all levels, from the 9th grade with JV to high school. Won a 5A state championship in Florida. Won 250 games. Was a college football coach. I was a semi-pro football coach, but concurrently to all that, I had some business experiences. I was a part-time stockbroker. I owned a sporting goods business, and I had a dry cleaning business, and so I was homeless when I was 42, and so I have a very interesting life. This is a book just not about a football coach. It's about a person that had a lot of stories in his 46-year coaching career, but concurrently with other things that went along with it. So my wife pretty much hounded me for 20 years to do this, and one day I said, okay, I'm going to do it, and we started, and it was 5 months in the writing and a year and a half in the editing.
Awesome. So I guess we can understand that your extensive history and range of experience, you placed it into a book, and as a fellow author and educator, I certainly understand where you're coming from. So I understand you have an event in our area this week. Tell us about that. Or next week.
No, I had an event previously.
You had one.
I was on Aslan Sports at 6 o'clock last week, and I spoke at the Dothan Downtown Library to about 40 people about my book, and been on Wolf Radio.
Okay.
And so it's been fun.
Good deal. So you have a special connection to Alabama quarterback Jalen Hurts and a recent Super Bowl champion, well, 5-time champion, Bill Belichick with the New England Patriots.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Well, in 1983, I moved from Florida to Houston, Texas, took a job at Spring High School, and 2 years later was named the head football coach at Channelview High School in 85 and 86. And one of the players that played for me was a big young man by the name of Hurts. And so many years later, as a matter of fact, this past spring, I was watching the spring game in Alabama, and I was talking about Jalen Hurts, and they said, that's Avrion's son. And so I called him, and I said, it looks like he's going to be the starter. And as far as the Super Bowl coach, I grew up in Annapolis, Maryland, 4 blocks from a guy, and he followed my same track. I played football, lacrosse. He went to a small school and went into career coaching. I did exactly the same. His name was Bill Belichick. He went on to world renowned, probably the best NFL coach in all history. And but I spent 46 years, not quite in the same category he is, but he tracked me because I'm 9 years older.
Certainly a wealth of experience of your own, though. So thank you for sharing and joining us this morning. Jim Seibel, Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 46 years. We have more coming up here on News.